We're just going to be talking at us.
Blah.
Blah, we're live. Somebody do an intro.
This is Irrational Passions episode.
This is an episode.
232.
I'm joking, Alex.
Bethesda. What?
Ooh, Hey guys, it's Alex. This is our Bethesda post show. We have Tony Horvath and Greg Blaney on the couch. I'm Alex.
We're about to make a porn.
Yeah, we're about to shoot. Got someone working, our werewolf producer working the tripod. Nobishin is across the internet. Scott is on his way.
He's coming here.
Yeah, no, he's gonna be in the chat. Okay, thank you, Nobishin. You already texted. So, we were doing a Twitch stream. We were just talking about Doom and Battlecry. Nobishin, what did you think of Dooms?
It looked really great. I thought, like, for the most part, it looked really fun for what it is and what it does. Personally, would I ever get it? Maybe not. But like for people who I guess you could say who are tired for what first responders are, as far as like military base and not that imaginative, I think this will like fill in that gap for just being like a running shitty fun time that we haven't had in a long time.
Yeah, it looked very quick, very. It looked like Doom, which was really impressive that they kind of maintained that Doom feel in the demo that they showed, and it was very pretty. It looked like it was running at 60 frames per second.
What?
Is that your contribution to this conversation?
I already said all my pieces about Doom when we were on the live stream.
What'd you think, Tony? 'Cause we didn't. You were off.
It looked good.
It looked
It
good.
was great seeing all this stuff 2 seconds before you, because then I could like know what was like when Greg's reactions were coming.
Yeah.
So you look at his face and just like, oh!
Greg, do you think you could repeat some of the things you were saying out loud to no one? Right now. Greg at one point said, "I literally can't even right now," and I'm like, "You a basic bitch."
Alright, there you go.
There's Scott.
Hey, Scott. Scott's joining us right now. Scott, what did you think of Bethesda? Go.
Oh, that was really good.
Yeah, it was. We all had a good time. Greg had way too much fun.
Yeah, a little bit.
So, how much are you excited for Doom, Greg?
Really excited, actually.
What did you think of Doom, Scott?
I think it's going to be pretty cool, because I don't know if I've said it before, but I've always been kind of a fan of Unreal Tournament.
You have, yeah.
I've been a
Unreal
huge fan of
Tournament,
Unreal
Quake.
2004.
I never played Doom. Never gameplay of Doom either. But it seems like they're all in the same kind of style.
Yeah, it's very fast-paced.
Hello, guys.
Rocket launchers.
Pet
There
face.
were rocket launchers.
Yes, there were rocket launchers. Multiple shotguns.
Multiple shotguns. Super
Pet face.
shotgun.
Oh my god.
Pet Gus.
Oh,
Do it.
Gus? Can you see Gus in the background?
Yeah.
He's
Pet.
licking himself because he's fucking
He
gross.
was hanging out with me.
Yeah, he was. Tony was supposed to be raiding, but then he was like, "Oh, it got canceled," but he didn't tell us that, and he didn't move over here.
Yep. Now I'm here.
So, we all seem pretty good on Doom. Like you said, Nobishin, I don't know if like I'm necessarily interested in it. It looks fun, but you know, I imagine I would get the same reaction I did from like Wolfenstein from that game. It would just be like I'm not too interested in it.
I think that's probably the difference from that and Wolfenstein. Wolfenstein's more story-based, and this one just seems more of a shooting game. So, like, if the gameplay is not good, then there's nothing for that game, basically.
Yeah. And like Greg said, it doesn't seem like anyone's talking in this trailer. I'm like, maybe there's no dialogue in the game at all. Like,
I thought that was pretty cool.
there doesn't need to be a story in a Doom game, I don't think, so.
There were some people screaming. One guy screaming.
There was some dudes screaming.
And then you used his arm to open a door.
Tony, don't watch a video while we're
It was
sitting
a
here.
vine.
It was a vine. It lasted 6 seconds. Yeah, I don't know. Doom looks fun. Like that's the
Yeah,
big thing.
it does.
It looks fun.
I will say, like, the part that was like, you see, like, what was like when they broke his leg and just shoved it in his face.
Oh yeah, shoved it into his face. I saw you tweet that. I'm like,
Holy shit, that was awesome.
I was like, what? That was like the.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
like
that was fucking cool.
weakening different parts of people's bodies and then being able to like murder them with those parts was.
You send them into a staggered state. They have the posting going. You just send them
Yeah.
into a staggered state, and then you just pick which part of the body. they're
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
Which is really cool. It's dynamic. Hopefully there are a lot of those though, because I imagine we get old really, really fast if there weren't. So we also saw Battlecry, which we kind of talked about. I'm guessing not everyone here, no one here actually.
Team Fortress S.
What do you
Not
think?
really into it, no.
Yeah, looks fine.
seems less fun than Doom, but at the same time, it seems about as fun as Team Fortress 2, and I'm not too up on Team Fortress 2. That
I don't
being
think any
said,
of us are.
I would take Battlecry over Team Fortress 2.
Yeah.
I was saying earlier that it's basically like all the mechanical skills that Bethesda's learned over the years and kind of combined it into a Team Fortress style game.
Like a class-based action game.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about Dishonored 2.
Mm-hmm.
That
Scott can talk about that.
yeah, they show Tony played it too. You played Dishonored.
Yeah.
I will play Dishonored.
They showed a CG trailer of you playing as a big. It was a big reveal. Emily Caldwell, who's the kind of character you're trying to protect in the first game, and after the demo the trailer they unveiled that you can also play as Corvo, and they play differently. They have two like completely different sets of abilities.
A quick question: is there alternate endings in, or multiple endings to say in this song?
Yeah, there are 4, I believe, like 2 good ones and 2 bad ones.
Would there be like an ending that would lead to what you're seeing?
In some of the endings, Emily Caldwell dies, so yes.
Okay.
It's so it's clearly like taking the route, and she's got like a bandana on her face, and she finds Corvo's mask at one point in the trailer. It looks really cool. They showed off like a lot of like ideas for different abilities. It seems really far off. Is the vibe I got because they're just showing the CG trailer.
Did they take anything from the DLC that you were hyped on?
There was one moment where she like froze time and then like shot something, which reminded me of like the alternate character's blink, which you freeze time when you hold the blink. So a little bit, but I don't know.
Okay.
And they also announced that Dishonored Definitive Edition is coming to PS4 and Xbox One this year with all the DLC and enhanced graphics, which I might play because I didn't actually finish any of the DLC.
That's just appealing to me because then I don't have to switch consoles.
Yeah, they showed like a really impressive trailer, and they're like, "Hey, now you can play the first one this year." What'd you think of it, Scott?
Once again, really good. This is one of the games that I'm most excited for out of this conference.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what they do because it looked like it was set like kind of in the summertime as opposed to like the winter. You know, a lot more people out on the streets and stuff. A lot of weird plague stuff happening. Gus licking his hands.
Yep. Sorry, cat.
What'd you think, Tony?
Yeah.
You're not impressed by Dishonored 2?
It's like it's more Dishonored, and Dishonored was pretty good, but I don't know if I want more Dishonored yet.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
the biggest question I have with it is at the end of Dishonored 1, they went ahead and they played out Corvo's death.
Yeah.
So, are we playing a zombie Corvo, or are we playing in between that time?
I don't know. It's got to be a long time after because Emily's fully grown up, or at least a teenager. So,
It's gonna be old man Corvo.
old man.
Is anyone watching or commenting right now? I'm just curious if you'll ignore them or anything. I'm just asking.
I'll check. I'll jump into our email because that's the easiest way to get a comments. You can comment below if you have anything to say. They did talk about Elder Scrolls Online later. After that,
Oh,
For like
what
a
they
hot
call it,
minute
whatever the
too.
stupid word was.
To acknowledge that it existed and then there we go.
yeah, they didn't really want to say much. Clearly,
Yeah.
I thought they would at least say like maybe in the upcoming expansion since the PC's been out for like a year, but I don't know.
yeah. I mean, I saw. Give me a second.
It's working well.
Yeah, I know. I'm full of fun right now. Just Okay, we got no comments right now. Yeah, whatever. I'm not very interested in Elder Scrolls Online. They did say like I saw some people tweeting, it's like that game's actually fun now, and I'm like, okay, good. Oh, good.
Yeah, great.
But yeah,
That's good.
they announced an Elder Scrolls card game.
That looks kind of cool.
Hopefully, it's like Gwent.
It's like Gwent 2.
It's Gwent 2. In a perfect world, it's just Gwent 2.
What's
I
that even
made so much
called?
money with Gwent so far.
Yeah, dude, you fucking make bank in that game. There's like a tournament. It's $1,000 buy-in.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty intense.
What's that even called?
The Great Gwent tournament or something.
No, the
Not far enough for that yet.
card game.
Elder Scrolls Legends.
Thank you.
No one cares.
Without the D.
It's just Greg. No, you spelled it wrong, Greg. How many times do I have to tell you?
I know. That's why it's funny.
Yeah, I mean, whatever. They didn't show anything of it. They showed like what a couple of heroes, I guess, look like. So, Tony, don't look at it. It'll corrupt you
Tony's just impressed at this point.
It's really
in a
concerning.
negative way.
In a negative way, yeah.
They showed. I guess that was it, right? And then Fallout.
Yes, and then Fallout happened, and now
They showed the
Fallout,
iOS Fallout game. We'll get that out of the way. The Fallout Shelter
which I'm still waiting to play because it just came out.
looks. It's out now. It looks really cool.
Well, it's coming out.
Hopefully it's out now. It looks really cool.
It's out.
It's out. I told you. I was right. On iPad and iPhone,
It's out.
it's very reminiscent of base building stuff in XCOM and like Tiny Tower. So, anyway, that aside, they showed Fallout 4 coming out this year, November 10th, I believe.
That game is literally every single game ever created in one game.
It's pretty crazy. What did you? All right, so I want to get a gauge because I was just hearing Greg like screaming.
Right? Me too.
I'm sorry, but
That was it. It was what did Scott? What did you think of Fallout 4?
Eh,
I don't want to be friends with you anymore.
Scott's
Fuck
like,
you.
no problem, bro.
God of War
It's just fun.
You did half the job for me.
I'm just kidding, Greg. I love you.
as is,
Yeah.
Fallout is one of the more Bethesda open world games that I would play,
Mhm.
but I'm still not too big on it.
Mhm.
And it would be I would play Fallout for the story and not all that extra stuff that they had in there.
Yeah. They showed off like you can build bases, multiple bases.
Build a fucking base.
You can build houses, and like break stuff down into crafting components, and then you can actually create like trade routes between the two, and invite more people into your bases. Stuff like a lot of stuff that I also don't really care about. Like I don't think I'll explore that stuff, but I don't know how into it I'm gonna get.
It depends.
Yeah, it depends how
Probably not.
how
You guys
balanced
are
that is with exploring. If building a base gets you that much better stuff than exploring, then yeah.
Yeah, they have to balance it because like I enjoy way more exploring than I do like doing any kind of base building stuff. Just because I like to go around the world. And they didn't even really get into the expansiveness of the world that they're showing off. They focus way more on just kind of like the new features. Machine, what did you think of the Fallout 4 presentation?
I was saying like when I was watching it, it's the presentation of it really that made it really seem like this world is more alive than like any other Bethesda game I've ever seen before.
Yeah.
There was always something about Bethesda being new because of, like it's always been like a solid protagonist or whatever. But like there's always been like a kind of deadness to it. It seems
Yes.
like everyone just looks at you with like the same tan face and don't really get any reaction, like a human reaction or whatever. But that whole opening scene where you're changing your characters and your wife talks to you, being tough to that guy in front of the door, like that got me really interested into it, and that's probably what would make me pick that game more than anything else. Because it's not really about the looks and like anything like that. Because like That kind of open world game doesn't really interest me, but like for some reason, like the way that the interactions seem more interesting, and after playing something like The Witcher, where you like, hey, maybe I can get to a game like this. So that may be my first like Bethesda game I ever played.
Yeah, you bring up a good point because so they showed like you can play as a custom male, custom female. They've totally redone the character customization system to something similar like Sims 4, right, Craig?
Yeah, definitely.
Where you just kind of go over a part of the face and you can like just
Adjust,
shape it.
Yeah, shape of the character anyway. I love the character creation. When I saw that, I literally was losing it at that point. Like that's the point where I knew Fallout was at the next gen. Like that's where we were with Fallout.
And like the faces themselves just looked really good.
Yes, I mean, like,
which has always been an
face,
issue.
and I was just like, well, I'm done.
In Bethesda games, their faces always look like weird. This looked good.
This looks like they looked at Fallout and they looked at Fallout New Vegas and they're like, yeah, this was good, but we can do better.
Yeah, they even looked at Skyrim and really stepped up, and they said like all the faces in the game are made through this customization. So you can make it like that unique is kind of what they were toting. And past that, like, you know, they showed this wife and husband and their child, and you can play as either the wife or the husband, and you can customize them, and they both talk is a big thing. And like their dialogue scenes are definitely way more reminiscent of something like The Witcher or Mass Effect than they are of any Bethesda game before this, because your characters talk.
That talking dynamic, like, was amazing.
Yeah, you've got like 4 options, like a Telltale game.
Yeah,
They're also fully dynamic.
Yeah, they
you open the menu and you walk
name or
away.
whatever. You can name it like anything you wanted. Like there's like over 7,000.
1,000, over 1,000.
Yeah, 1,000 different names that could be rung out. Whatever, Nabashin, shut up.
Over 1 million billion trillion names.
Who cares? More Fallout. Are you kidding me? This game is amazing.
And your child will look.
It's literally every single game ever made, ever put into one game.
And your child will look
with meta games.
Will look like its parents, which. No one's saying this game looks crappy. You don't have to defend it, Greg.
You said it last week.
You will all buy and pay in Soviet.
In Soviet Greg.
You will buy Fallout or you die.
So I agree now, Shin. Like the guy coming up to the door and asking you, like, that's how you customize your character and stuff. Looked really cool.
Also the vault stuff. I mean, that's just like a nerdgasm in itself. It's gonna
start pre-war.
Oh, shit.
It's really big. They're showing the world pre-war, which they've never done, even in Fallout 1 and 2, and that's really cool.
They haven't showed you that world, but they've gone and they've done the simulations, like in Fallout 3.
The simulations, but it's different to be like in that world, like where they had the newscaster played by Ron Perlman, talking about it, and you know they had like a community of people walking around, and then you get to see the bombs drop, and presumably your character gets like frozen or whatever for 200 years.
So was
that
that
conversation
guy?
with the robot was amazing.
Yeah.
So is that guy Troy Baker? Because I know you have the year for Troy Baker.
I don't know. I'm
just asking because that's what everybody was saying before. I don't really care who it is, honestly.
Yeah, I have no clue actually. So, does it sound like Troy Baker to you?
I couldn't tell, honestly.
The male.
I didn't hear enough of it.
What do you think, Tony?
Fallout 4?
Yeah.
I'll play it.
Yeah. Greg? He's nodding.
A lot.
A lot. Sorry, this is a video show, so you can nod. It's fine.
Yeah, but also fucking Fallout 4.
So
holy shit.
They announced it's coming out this year. Still a great moment, even though I expected it, and I kind of implanted in all of your minds to expect it.
Can we marvel at the fact that not only are there 50 basic guns in this game, there are 700 goddamn modifications for every gun.
Over 700.
Over 700, excuse me.
You're underhyping it, Greg. God, you're not giving it the justice. No,
it's gonna get 7,000 names though.
It's over 9,000.
It's over 9 guns.
Yeah,
more than 9.
More than 9.
Confirmed.
Yeah, so they were showing like the gun customization. That stuff actually looked really cool.
And the armor customization, and the fact that he got into the suit like a fucking mech. What the fuck?
How much do you think that Pip-Boy edition of the game is going to cost?
$120.
$200.
$200.
I'm buying it.
I'd say $150.
I'm pre-ordering that shit.
$129.99 maybe.
$1, Bob.
$1, Bob.
$1.50.
Hold on. I'm getting something from our werewolf producer. He said,
"Shut up, you're too loud."
No, he would just start howling if that was the case.
Yeah. The typical Tony's a bitch noise.
Yeah. It's just Gus. Gus is our werewolf producer.
I got spoiled quick.
Yeah. No, so really exciting. November 10th.
Yes.
I think that's it.
15.
2015.
Let's see what's around that time. I'm just curious.
Yeah, like
Nothing that matters.
Colin Moriarty tweeted out, like, if you're not Battlefront, Call of Duty, or Assassin's Creed, you need to get out of November.
You're right.
Call of Duty shifts in November.
Yeah, Call of Duty is always in November, so that'll be fine.
Call of Duty is on November 6th, and Battlefront is 17th. Ooh, that's a big month so far.
Yeah, what is the 10th a Friday?
10th is... Ooh, I have to see. Let me see.
That means it's a worldwide release.
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, okay. That's American release date then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Call of Duty's a Friday.
No
Really?
one gives a fuck anymore.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 was announced.
Shut up, Greg. Other people have
Persona
feelings.
picture.
I'm aware of that.
Okay.
But
And
they're in the wrong
own voice.
Right? That was the idea behind it.
Greg has in his screensaver of really inappropriate pictures of animated characters. He has
They're all women.
He has Persona characters. Well, not all of them. I'm sure some of them are traps that Greg doesn't even know exist.
That's true.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Trap is a really terrible word. I shouldn't have said that.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
No, there are better words for that. Anyway,
Yeah,
I think that wraps us up.
Yeah, you say that.
All right, unless anybody has anything else to add. Tony, you got anything else to add?
I'm disappointed in Greg.
How so?
He's just staring at your screensaver, like full of hatred and disappointment. Greg, anything to add?
Fallout 4, buy that shit.
Like
seriously.
Pip-Boy edition, is that what you're getting?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's happening, along with
He's
the
gonna
app.
wear that giant fucking thing on his...
While he plays the
It's
like,
gonna be fucking huge.
it's gonna be enormous.
Oh, I'm
It's
okay.
gonna be like
How
this
excited are you
big.
for just
Yeah.
Nabashin? Anything else to add?
Not really. It was pretty much what I said. It's like, Bethesda games never really, really did it for me for whatever reason. I just it never really appealed to me that much. But like, this was a fucking solid conference. Like, they already like, you can already say, oh yeah, they won E3. And you can say that because they have a level of respect that they earned and B, that they're giving out to their fans. So, they earned that. So props to them.
Yeah, it was an impressive showing overall. They showed like a lot of the people behind the games as well, and that was cool. Like, it's that sizzle reel at the opening of all the people from like Arcane, Tango Gameworks, Bethesda Softworks, ZeniMax. It was good. It had a good feeling to it. It just made you feel good. Scott, do you have any closing thoughts?
Not too much.
Okay.
Not on Bethesda. I'm still shaky on exactly what's happening because I thought what was it? The PC thing was happening today. Was this it?
PC is Tuesday
Tuesday. Okay.
after Nintendo and Squeenix.
It's $119. That collector's edition.
Wow.
119.
I was pretty close. I said 120.
No, I would say that
I said
qualifies
$100.
as being
That means
correct.
I'll win.
I bet it's already sold the.
Our
fuck out
wait, our werewolf producer's coming in. He says, "I'm sorry, Tony."
It's okay.
Yeah, he feels bad.
I can price video games. I can price giant plastic.
How long do you
bullshit
think
you're
that thing's going to be
putting
sold out for?
on. Let's find out if it's sold out.
Is it up to buy right now?
I have no idea.
It's probably up for Amazon pre-order. Okay, Scott, you're most excited about Dishonored, I take.
Yep.
Cool. Really impressive showing. Great way to start E3 before E3's even started.
Yeah,
Because tomorrow is still before E3 started too.
literally Bethesda stole the show already.
Well, I don't think
Want to
so.
talk a little bit about
Still a
Mario
bunch of
Maker?
consoles to watch.
Does that kind of show this stuff?
What, the Mario Maker stuff from the
Mario
Nintendo?
Maker
I'm just asking.
That was really cool.
I thought it was super cool.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Goes
Not-
in through the door, 3 Bowsers appear, insta nope.
Yeah. Nabashin, you were the one like losing your goddamn mind. I loved
it was insane. That made me so happy. Like,
Yeah.
like
That game is actually going to be awesome?
Yeah, that was also my first time seeing Super Metroid ever. That was real cool.
No.
Oh, you and Nabashin have both never seen that.
Yeah,
So
that was crazy too. But like, it was purely the fact that like it got platforming where you just go and you never stop and you don't know what's coming at you, but like you keep going and you just get shocked every time, like every 5 seconds because you see something new and unexpected. That's video games to me. Like you just keep going and then like you don't know what you're expecting, but like you have to deal with it. And then when you get past all that while doing it flawlessly, you didn't know what was even coming. That's like that is video games to me. And
yeah,
that was awesome.
when what was his name? Who's the guy that won?
John Numbers, something Numbers.
John Numbers, James Numbers, or whatever. J Numbers. When he started jumping on the treadmills and then jumping on the Paracoopas, like that was such a great moment.
Like, it was so frustrating not see Cosmo do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it was like the arrow tells you where to go. Go there.
Yeah.
Go there.
When he missed that pipe at first. So good. All right, I think that wraps us up. We are going to close this out now. We're going to be live all tomorrow from 11:30 a.m. not p.m.
to 11:30 p.m.
to pretty much 11:30 p.m. With our E3 press conference coverage, we'll be watching the conferences. You can watch them with us. We'll be taking breaks in between most of them, and hopefully we get really drunk.
Oh yeah.
So maybe not Greg because he'll just start screaming at me. But
I mean, I love you.
you'll just scream, "I love you physically, man."
I become broism.
Yeah. Scott is going to be here. Hopefully Evan will be here. If he's not, he's a little bitch. Nabashin is going to be busy, but he'll be here in spirit texting us his thoughts. So stay tuned for that. We start at 11:30 a.m. Monday. That's Eastern Standard Time, Eastern Daylight Time, whatever. And we will see you then. Bye, guys.
Bye, Fallout 4. This is not a sponsored tweet.